COP27, the United Nations Climate Change Conference. Here's Dave Malkoff in Egypt.
Dr. Rachel Cleetus has a master's and doctorate in economics from Duke University. She is currently with the Union of Concerned Scientists. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Cleetus.
Thank you so much for having me here.
This is kind of an economic issue when you look at it. Climate change is caused by people burning the cheapest fuels that they can, and right now the cheapest fuels are carbon-producing fuels, correct?
Actually, carbon-producing fuels are the most expensive fuels we have on the planet right now. And the reason I say that is because not only are their costs going up currently because of this unjust war in Ukraine, but also they have this huge hidden cost. They are warming our planet, literally threatening people's lives and livelihoods and ecosystems, a huge cost that the market doesn't currently account for. And they also cause a lot of air and water pollution. So a lot of public health costs that are not taken into account in the price you pay at the pump or the price you're paying for electricity today. And climate change, just this year, all across our nation, we've seen such devastating impacts. Hurricane Ian that hit Florida, now another hurricane, Nicole. We've seen wildfires. The mighty Mississippi River is running at record low levels.
Colorado River as well.
There's drought in many parts of the middle of the country and the Southwest. Those are real costs that farmers are facing, barge operators are facing. Places like Delhi, where I grew up, the pollution, the air pollution from fossil fuels, from transportation, from power plants, etc., is literally killing people. It's like smoking packs of cigarettes a day to be in a city like that as a young person, as an elderly person whose lungs are very susceptible to air pollution. So what these countries need is climate finance to help them jumpstart that clean energy transition.
How do you sell that to the people in the United States that we need to find a way to give money to these other countries so they can get onto clean energy before the United States is completely on clean energy?
As a rich country like the United States, we have benefited from our long history of industrialization. We are a rich country. We are the number one contributor to greenhouse gas emissions on a historical basis in the world. So we have a responsibility to help address this crisis within this decisive decade, that we not let our climate goal of limiting global temperature increase to 1.5 C slip out of our grasp.
But we're on track to go way beyond that right now.
Yes, the latest reports, the latest scientific reports show that we could be on track for as much as 2.8 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. And just to be clear, the science shows that as we get towards 1.5 C and beyond, we start to set off these kind of really grave tipping points, things like vast ice sheet loss that will trigger multi-century feet of sea level rise. Now is the time to act, cut emissions as fast as possible everywhere in the world.
Dr. Rachel Cleetus talking about how economics can actually fix this giant global problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
COP27, our planet, our future.